This conference will now be recorded.
Great. The session's just started recording. So, Kavi, before we jump into the format operator class, I just want to check with you. How comfortable are you till now on Python?
Yeah, I'm okay, Amar, because I can understood all the loopings, if else statement, concept I understood, and operators.
Okay.
I understood the concepts, all the loops and if else everything.
Okay. So you said you have some problem with the Jupyter notebook, right? Can you please
Yeah.
share me your screen? I'll sort it right now.
1 second, I will switch on my laptop. 1 second, 1 second.
Switch it on and come back to me, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So we are on the 60th slide now, and we have to finish 20 more slides. That's the
Okay,
first part of basics of Python. Okay.
okay.
So if we can have if we can have one long session, we can complete that one. Okay. Once we
Okay,
complete that one, I have to take you all through the next course of Python, that is Advanced Python for Data Science. So
okay.
this 80 slides is all about basics of Python. All the guys in this batch are totally new to programming language. To that matter, I have to make you aware of the fundamentals, basics, and the building blocks of the Python first. And then I can take you to advanced Python. That is the reason why I'm spending so much of time, that to quality time, and making very less, not longer sessions, the short sessions, because you guys will get engaged as much as possible. So we are on 60th slide now. We have to finish the 80 slides and then move on to advanced Python for data science. This advanced Python is all about NumPy, pandas, and we'll discuss about how indexing and accessing NumPy arrays will work, how the linear algebra with NumPy will work, and basic operations in NumPy arrays, broadcasting the NumPy arrays, mathematical and statistical functions with Python, what is pandas, what is pandas series objects, what is pandas data frame objects, what is matplotlib overview, what is matplotlib pyplot module. So after you finish this one, I'm sure you all guys will feel proud and accomplished, and you can go back and relate every small thing what we discussed in our first use case and second use case. For this to happen, I want everyone to be consistently focusing for next 1 week. We thought to finish Python in 7 working days, but things have gone fast, and someone from our team have asked for a break so they can revise what all been discussed. That's fairly understandable, no problem at all. Now again, Monday has started. Let's continuously run this till Saturday and see how fast we can complete it. Data science is a huge ocean. We should not hurry, rush, and spoil the curry. Let's take it very slow. On the same line, let's also be consistently concentrating on rest of the areas of it. Once again, I repeat, I wanted to highlight this one. If you are good in your fundamentals, if you are good in your foundation blocks, whole journey will go smooth. So please spend good time on revising your Python skills and also advanced Python for data science as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me then and there, but please don't don't just sit there when you're stuck. Ask for help, sort it out, move forward. I know you have a lot of activities to do, but we have to be able to manage multiple things. Only then, we'll be able to reach the target. So take it seriously. Let's complete the rest of the Python for data science concepts, which is 20 more slides left, and then move on to the rest of the advanced Python course. Okay. Are you ready, Kavina? Can you share me your screen?
Yeah, just 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, quickly.
This conference will now be recorded.
Kavi, you need to close one. You have logged in 2 times.
Okay.
Always make sure you attend the classes from laptops only.
Okay.
You should have sorted this long back, Kavi.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah.
To make a presenter. Yeah, share me your screen now. Kavi, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you go? Yeah, can you go to your command prompt? Show me what is the problem. What is the problem you are facing? Why you are not able to open the Jupyter notebook? Show me that. No. Can you please do DIR? Okay, hold on. Can you go to envs? CD space uppercase E, uppercase E. No. See there. You have E, small n, yeah, S, yeah. Enter. DIR. Okay. Which one is the latest one? ML1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Which one? You have so many ML ones.
ML only. ML
Okay.
iPhone.
Can you do CD? CD, change directory. Always remember, if you wanted to move from one directory to another directory, you need to do CD. Kavi, no, not CD dot dot. CD dot dot is getting you back to the old environment. Just say
Okay.
CD, envs, enter, and now CD, ML1, ML1 or ML underscore 1, which one?
ML iPhone.
Yeah, perfect. Now say dir. Okay. Now can you go to scripts, cd scripts? Can you do dir? Perfect. Can you see activate on top? Can you say activate?
Yeah.
No, not activate, just activate, because activate is a execution command. Now do you see the whole directory changed to ml underscore 1? So ml1 is your workspace now.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So give me 1 second. Can you go one step back? cd dot dot. Okay. Can you see dir now? You always have to check where is your Jupyter Notebook execution file. Okay, they enter. Okay, go back to scripts now. CD scripts. Now say DAR. Perfect. Now run Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Space Notebook. Open man. Perfect.
Okay.
Give it a second. Your laptop is very slow.
Yeah, yeah.
I will. Let's wait for 1 minute. It will work. It's opening
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
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 Refresh it. Perfect. It worked.
Okay.
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 Now open your Jupyter Notebook and start practicing.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go back and share my screen. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am. I can see. Format
Okay.
operator.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. I'll start the class now. Okay.
Okay.
Can you go on mute? There's a lot of echo from your end. Okay. Sorry, Kavi, that was an important call. One of my student has an interview today, so they were just asking about a few of the guidance on how they should approach. They have an important interview with data science today afternoon around 2 o'clock. So I was just helping them on that. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. So, Kavi, let's quickly come back where we resumed, where we stopped. So, till here, we were talking about strings, slicing and dicing strings, and passing strings. So, today we are going to talk about the format operator. What is the importance of format operator and how format operator can be implemented? Okay, so the first point I want to let you know is the format operator is referred as percentage. This format operator works on strings for a variable substitution purpose. When I say variable substitution purpose, you know a variable will have a value assigned to it. Okay, but when a variable is working on strings, it is bit different. It is bit different means the way variable. Hope you remember I told you something about strings immutable versus mutable, how strings can be changed. Let's apply that one here. Okay, do you remember I told you something about strings immutability?
Yeah, yeah. The class I see.
We have taken one string and we have added concatenated something to the string, but the existing string has not changed. That like that, mutability versus immutability means whether you can change the value in the variable or not. That's it. Now here what happens is the operator, format operator, which looks like percentage, will work on string for variable substitution purpose. When it is applied on integers, the percentage is the modulus operator. Okay, just remember if it is on strings, it works as a variable substitution purpose. When it is applied, when the percentage is applied, the in integers, the percentage is categorized as modulus operator. Now, but when the first operand is a string, the percentage is a format operator. Do not get confused. These are three different lines. The first line is explaining the format operator percentage works on strings for variable substitution purpose. If you're dealing with variable, the percentage will work on it as a substitution purpose. When it is applied to integers, the same percentage is acting as modulus operator. Perfect. In the case, if your first when the first operand is a string, then the percentage acts as the format operator. Please be aware of this. Now, let me show you something practically. So that will also clear our. Did I open my Jupyter notebook or I have to open it? Sorry for taking 10 minutes on the call. That was important call, so I have to take it. Control C. So I'll say Jupyter notebook. I don't know, only you have joined today. Minu is not feeling well, which is understandable, but I don't know what happened to. I need to talk to Kishore also. Kishore is, I've not seen Kishore for long. Python, it's so we have completed all these things, so do not worry. Okay. Now, let me show you something. Till here we have finished. So I'm going to take a new cell from here. And this new cell will say, I'm assigning a variable A. A is equal to 73. Okay. And I'll say B is equal to, within the quotes, percentage D. and I'll say percentage A. I'll say print of B. Can you guess what it will type? Can you guess what it will type? It will type 73. Okay, because it typed 73. The reason why it typed 73 here is basically it substituted percentage D with the value of variable A, right? The format sequence percentage D means that the second operand should be formatted as an integer. Okay, D stands for decimal. Am I clear? Did you understand the important aspect of percentage D here? I repeat, basically A is a variable. The variable A is storing a value 73. Perfect. Now you said B equal to percentage D within the quotes percentage A. So the percentage D, it substituted percentage D with the value of variable A. Okay, so very simple. You know A is 73. So it has substituted the value of A into B. Now the very simple, the format sequence percentage D means the second operand should be substituted or formatted as an integer. That's the only thing you need to remember here. You know percentage is used as a format operator, and we also called it as a modulus operator in the integers. So when you want to deal with integers, you should say, boss, you should mention it. In my case, D stands for decimal. That's the reason why I have said percentage D. That's all you have to understand here. Now, the other important aspect here is if you have for more than one format sequence in the string, the second argument has to be a tuple. Very important. I'll highlight that here. If you see here, now I have shown you one format sequence, which is fine. In case if you're dealing with more than one format sequence, the second argument has to be a tuple. We have very much good information to be covered on tuple, so we'll discuss in tuples later. But when you're dealing with format operators, always remember, if it is only one sequence, you are happy. If it is more than one format sequence, then the second argument must be in a tuple format. Now, each format sequence is matched with an element of tuple in the order, which means now A equal to 73, B equal to percentage D percentage A is one sequence. Like this, you have many format sequences. This many format sequences will be matched with an element of the tuple in an order. Okay, that's what it is. Now this sentence will make sense to you when we complete the tuples concept. So for now, park it, do not worry. You just understand the format operator is used for variable substitution. When it is dealing with variables, it is used for variable substitutions. When it is applied to integers, the percentage is the modulus operator. That's all you need to understand. Okay, now I'll take another example. This example will uses percentage D to format an integer, percentage G to format a floating number, and percentage S to format a string. Very important, guys, understand the difference. I'm here. I'm taking an example. This example will use percentage D to format an integer, percentage D to format a floating point number, and percentage S to format a string. Let's try this example now. That makes sense to us. Okay, so I already have this example. What I'm saying is percentage D as an integer, percentage D as a floating point, and percentage S as a string. Now, this is in the quotes. Perfect. Percentage D means digit. Perfect. I have my modulus operator here. 23, 23.34, 23. Now, let me do that. Do you see that? It said, sorry guys. It said 23 is an integer. That's perfect. 23.34 is a floating number. Perfect. 23 is a string. 20-3 is a string. Good. So if you see here, This example has used percentage %d to format the digit, which is integer, percentage %g to format the floating point, and percentage %s to format the string. Okay, this is perfect. Now, what happens here is the number of elements in the tuple must match the number of format sequences in the string. Okay, now this statement means you set percentage %d, it will go here. You set percentage %g, it will go here. You set percentage %s is a string which goes here. So the number of elements in the tuple must match the number of format sequences in the string. So don't worry about the tuples. We have not covered that yet, but we have an important 3 to 4 slides on tuples prepared. We'll take the statement back there and we'll reconnect it. But remember, when you're talking about floating, when you're talking about format operator, the number of sequences and the number of tuples must be same, which means the number of elements in the tuple must match the number of format sequences. That's all it is. Now, the type of elements also must match the format sequences. This is also very important. You'll get more about it once we finish the complete practicals of the tuples, but I want you to be aware of the concepts of degree. The type of elements, string is one element, int is one element, and float is one element. So this type of elements also must match the format sequences. When I say format sequences, this is the format sequence. This bit is a format sequence. Okay, percentage is an integer. Okay, hope this is clear. This is fairly simple and straight concept. There's nothing much to break your head in this one. Now, let me erase all the drawings and go back to the pointer. Go back to the pointer. Okay, list. Now we are talking about important concept called list. This is also very important. I would request you to please pay an extra attention for this one. First of all, what is a list? A list in Python is a sequence of values. Very nice sentence. Unlike strings, which are group of characters, a list can have any data type. That means list can have a string, list can have an int, list can have a float. Like this. It can also be a group of different data type at once, which can be a list type as well. Okay, I repeat, first understand the basics. What is a list? List in Python is a sequence of values. Perfect. Unlike strings, which are group of characters, a list can have any data type, int, float, string, like that. It can also be a group of different data type at once, which can be a list type as well. A list can have a sublist in it as well. Okay, now other important thing you need to highlight is a list within other list is nested. If you go back and reconnect when we talked about for loop, while loop, we said something about nested loops, a loop within one loop. Okay, or a block of code within other block is called nested loops. Now what happens here is a list within another list is nested. Although a list can contain another list, the nested list still counts as a single element. This is very important sentence. This is very important sentence in list. You need to understand this. Your list can be nested, boss. A list can be nested means a list can contain another list. Super. That's perfect. I appreciate that. But the nested list still counts as a single element. Okay, the nested list still contains as a single element. A list that contains no element is called empty list. Now, when the looping concept is implemented in the list, always remember the nested one will be counted as a single element only. That's all I wanted to highlight here. And the other thing is, if a list doesn't have any element in it, that is called an empty list. We can create one empty list with just brackets. Now, lists are mutable unlike strings. Strings are immutable. Always remember, strings are immutable, but lists are mutable. That's what it is. Now, let me go ahead and try two important things here. The first one is, um, understand what I've told you. What did I told you? I told you a list is a combination of different data types. A list can have a group of characters, a group of int, or to that matter can have a float also. So I have an integer, I have a float, I have an integer, I have a string, and within that I have an another nested list. Okay, now let me assign a variable a to it and let's print of a. Perfect. Now if you see here, 12, 3.4, 3.4, data science, and 2, 3, 14. So everything came back the way it is. So nothing has changed. I'm happy with this one. Now let me go ahead and try second one. I am saying a of 1 equal to 4. Okay, boss. Now let me tell you something. This is a of 0. This is a of 1. Am I right? Now what happens is this 3.4 must be replaced with 4. Let me try that. Okay, let me erase all the drawings. Let me go back to my pointer. See, here I have 12, here I have 12, but 3.4 is replaced by 4. Perfect. That is what it is. So we have now proved the lists are mutable, whereas strings are immutable. Okay, this is perfect. Now what do you learn from it? You have learned from it the value at index 1 is changed. So you also be aware in list indexing starts from 0. Perfect. Very nice. We have covered important concept called list also. Okay, that's nice. Now this is a hands-on function.
It's 6 hours.
1 second, guys. 1 second. I think I jumped off. I wanted to make sure if, yeah, we just covered list, and now let's get back to list versus strings. Now when I say list versus strings, uh, so we talked about list just now, we talked about strings few days back, and we know strings are immutable, we know list is mutable, we know string must be a character of words or a word of character of words within the quotes. Now for transversing the list, transversing in an ideal world is nothing but how you are going to deal with it and how you are going to order your numbers. Okay, so first of all, let's say I have a variable a which is holding an int 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, when I say for number in a print number, what does it do? 1 second, Kavi, give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. So let's assume now transversing the list is nothing but the word transversing means you have rows, you have columns, rows to columns, columns to rows, or ordering them in the way you want, or breaking them from the existing order into a different order is called as transversing. As simple as it sounds. Okay, do not complicate anything here. So just remember, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in the form of rows. If you want, you can convert them into columns, and if you want, you can break them into different orders as well. That is called transversing. Now, let me explain you clearly. Now I have a variable a which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I want to transverse this, I can do it. But how can I do it? First thing, let me show you practically. Now, now I said a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for number in a, print number. Now, for it's a for loop here. For number in a means for each number in a, print me the number. 1 is printed, 2 is printed, 3 is printed, 4 is printed, 5 is printed. Perfect. Now you have got everything in an order. This is without any transversing. Now let me go ahead and try something which proves our concept. Now it printed elements within the list. I'm happy. But if we want to write or update the elements, we need to deal with the indices. This indices term is new for you, so I would request you to please concentrate. A common way to do that is to combine the functions range and length. Okay, boss, very simple, boss. You had a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I say print of a, it gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super. I don't have any problem. If you wanted to update the elements, then you need to deal with indices. When you want to deal with indices, then you need to combine the functions with range and length. Okay, for that reason, I have used this use case. For number in range length of a of number equal to a number plus 1. Now, what happens here? Think practically. Okay, let's jump back here. Now, for number in range length of a. What is length of a? Length of a is, let me take a pen again. Length of a is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So length is 5. Super, I got it. Now what happens if length of a is 5? A of number means a of 1. Okay, when I say a of 1, it's a of 1 plus 1. Okay, when I say a of 2, it's a of 2 plus 1. When I say a of 3, it's a of 3 plus 1. When I say a of 4, it's a of 4 plus 1. When I say a of 5, it's a of 5 plus 1. But it will run within the range of length of a. Range of length of a means range of 5. Range of 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that matter. Okay, now let me erase all the drawings. That's what you need to understand in this concept. Now let me erase this one and go back to the pointer. Kavi, hope it is making sense to you. Hope you are understanding and connecting the concepts what we discussed earlier and what we're discussing today, and the relationship between that one and this one. Okay, now.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, now with this diagram, with this small piece of 2 lines of code, we have combined length and range. The reason why we have combined length and range is we wanted to update the list. Okay, we want to update the list. Okay, the list are immutable. Mutable. Strings are immutable. Mutable versus immutable. Mutable means you can change the values. Immutable means you can't change the values. Since the lists are mutable, it increases every number by 1 in this use case within the list. Again, The length returns the number of elements in the list, and range returns the list of indices from 0 to n-1. Perfect. Now, the plus operator that concatenates two strings also work with the list. So when I say A, it says 1, 2. When I say B, it says 3, 4. When I say C, it's 3, 4. Okay. Now, let me try something else for you. How the concatenation works. Hope you are clear with this concept. There's nothing you need to worry. It's very clear. Now, let me take this one also, this use case also, and I'll show you what I mean to say. Let me take a new cell here. Sorry, I need a cell in this space. Perfect. Now, A is one list, B is one list. I'm saying A equal to C plus B. Okay, and I'll say print of C. Let's see what happens. It gave 1, 2, 3, 4. It concatenated everything. So my theory is being proved here. The plus operation that concatenates two strings will work with list. I proved it works. And I also told you this one. Len returns the number of elements in the list, and range returns the list of indices starting from 0 to 4. When I say 0 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is categorized as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in indices part of it. This is the way how you need to deal with uh, list versus indices. Okay, let me go to 63rd slide. Now, like that, you can use a star operator. The star operator, we can use it to repeat it a given number of times. Okay, let me show you that one also. Okay, see, I have A equal to 1, 2, 3. A equal to 1, 2, 3. When I say C equal to A star 3, let's see what happens. If I say C now, let me remove this cell. I don't need this. When I say cell now, see, 1, 2, 3 first time, 1, 2, 3 second time, 1, 2, 3 third time. I said 3 times, so it repeated 3 times. Okay. Now you need to be aware that 3 times it did say same thing. Okay. It didn't make any changes to the existing one. What I'm trying to highlight here is it didn't create two other list. It created within the same list. That is very important. Okay. Now with this one, we understood list versus strings. Kavi, do you have any questions?
Got
Any
it.
questions?
Within the
So
list itself, it changed. Yeah, I got it.
you need to practice a lot, Kavi, as your Jupyter
Yeah,
notebook is up and running now. I would request you to please go ahead and read all the Python 6 sessions we had. This 7th one. Okay, very good.
No.
This is one. Now we can also slice the list just like strings. Okay, let me show you another example. Now I said A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I said my corrected string is equal to A of 2 is to 5. Okay, I've run it. Now let me run S. When I run S, it gave me 3, 4, 5 because now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. What is 0 of 2? 0, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Starting from 2 to 5. So it has taken 4, it has taken 5 because 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Till here it matters. So it has taken from 2 to 5. So this statement also proved that you can slice the list just like strings. So concept is proved. Erase all the drawings. Go back to the pointer. Now, a slice operator on the left side of an assignment can update multiple elements. Okay, this one also let's prove it. I repeat it. A slice operator on the left side of an assignment can update multiple elements. Okay, now to prove that, what I'm saying is I have taken an element A. Okay, my element A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, what I'm saying is, now observe carefully. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I'm saying A225 is 749. So, starting from the second indices to fifth indices, it's 749. Now, guys, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. With my understanding, this 3, 4, 5 will be replaced with 749 because you are updating your list from the second indices to fifth indices, which is 749. Okay, now that's perfect. Now, if you see A here, it says 1, 2, your 3, 4, 5 is replaced with 749. The 6, 7, 8, 9 remained as is with no changes. Perfect. This one also we have proved. Okay, now let's get to the next bit. Let me take a pointer now. I'm already on pointer. Let's get the next bit, 64. Now, this is also a very important thing because when you work on list, when you work on strings, you also need to know the list methods. Okay, the list methods is a straightforward single concept. Just like strings, you can check for methods for list as well. Now, this way you can use dir and help. Some important methods are append, extend, and sort. Append adds a new element to the list. Extend takes a list of an argument and appends all of the elements. I repeat, I'm here now. I would request you to please focus on these three things. Understand the concept and then we'll start applying it. Now, append adds a new element to the list. Super. Extend takes a list as an argument and appends to all of the elements. Super. Sort arranges the elements of the list from small to large. Is that okay, Kavi? Do you understand the difference between append, extend, and sort? Appending, just adding a new element. Extending
Okay.
takes a list in an argument and appends all of the elements. Means it combines with all of the elements. Sorting arranges the elements from list from small to large. Okay. Now let's understand the code and make use of the notebook to figure out the results. Okay. Let me go ahead and try that. Now I have A equal to 23, 12, 32, 1, 2, 34, 36. I am saying A of append 12. Now what happens? Let's see. What I'm saying here, A of append 12 and print A length of A minus 12. Let me show you what it means. Now run. It gave me 56. Why? Why it gave me 56? I'll tell you. Append means it will add 12 here. Okay, comma 12. Now, what is length of A? Length of A is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As I'm calculating from indices point of view, it's 7, but it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now, A of length of A minus 2. A minus 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, 1 second, guys. Erase all the noise. Erase all the noise. Now, length of A minus 2. First, how many I have? First one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one. First is 7. Okay. After I appended 12, it became 8. Now it is 8. Now print A of length of A how much? Length of A how much? 8. What is 8 minus 2? 6.
8.
8 minus 2 is 6. Now when I say A of 6, what is that? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A of 6 is 56. So that's what I got here. This is how your list will work. Now your listing methods works. Listing methods means sorting, appending, and extending. Perfect. Now this is my A, right? Now let me show you what happens if I extend the A. Let me take a pointer. Now I have my A here. I'm saying A dot extend of A. Now if I say A, it just extended it. So 56 is one set. Okay. Sorry, 56.12 is one set. And here I got another set. 23, 12, 32, 1, 2, 34, 56, 12 is one set. 23, 12, 32, 1, 2, 34, 56 is another set. Super. It worked very well now. This is what we understood about appending, extending. Now, let me show you how sorting works. Okay. Sorting is also straight similar. There's no big difference. Let's go back. See, if I say A dot sort print A of 2 plus A of 7, let me show you how it works. I'll add a new cell here. Now if I say A dot sort print A of 2 plus A of 7, invalid syntax, because A of sort is different and print should come down. So it gave 14. Why? Now you said you extended your A, right? When you extended your A, this is your new list, right? Now in this list, where you said sort. What is sort doing? Sort will simply arrange the elements from small to large. So let me let me say A dot sort and then I'll count it. Okay. I'll say A of sort. So it will give me an order. Okay. Let me add, I'll say print of A to save time. I'll say print of A. This is done. Now, this is the order I got. Now, I'm taking A of 2. 0, 1, 2. A of 2 is 2. Perfect. I'll put my 2 aside. Perfect. Let me go back to the pointer. Now, A of 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, my 7th one is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. That's what I got here. So that's the way how you can work on sorting, appending, and extending. You need to know each and every important characteristic feature you got available in Python. Only then you can use them when you are dealing with the programming approach. Okay, this is what it is. Now let me go back. In here, what happens is some of the functions are sum only works when the list elements are numbers to calculate the sum of elements. Other functions like max, length, etc. work with list of strings and other types that are can comparable. Okay, this is very important. So when you're dealing with append, extend, and sort, you may also think how you can work on sum. But the way sum works on this bit is little different. That is, sum only works when list elements are numbers to calculate the sum of all elements. Like that, other functions, the max, length, etc., work with list of strings and other type that can be comparable. Okay, that's what it is. Now erase all the drawings, go back to the pointer. Kavi, are you clear till this point?
Yes, Amar, I got it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Up and extend start 3. Okay.
This is done. Let's go with the next concept. Deleting elements from the list. This is also very important. Let's quickly understand that one also. Did I schedule the class for 2 hours or 1.5 hours today? Let me check.
Hours. It's 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, that's fine. We'll take it till 7 then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about deleting the elements from the list. Now, what happens here is, as we know the lists are mutable, we can delete the elements within the list. Super. There are a number of ways to delete elements. There are a number of ways to delete the elements from the list. Like if we know the index of element to be deleted, we can use the pop function. I repeat it. Please understand the concept. Deleting elements from the list. You know lists are mutable. Perfect. We can delete the elements within it. There are number of ways to delete the elements from a list. Okay. If we know the index of the element to be deleted, we can use pop function. Okay. Like that, what happens is, if we know the index of the element to be deleted, we can use pop function. So take a list and that's a pop of 3. Let's do the practically. Now I have a list and I'm asking pop of 3. Now what happens here? Pop of 3 means 0. 1 second guys. Take a pen. 0, 1, 2, 3. Pop of 3 is 2, 4, 5. So this is what I got. Perfect. Now like this, it deletes the element at the index 3. Okay, perfect. Now pop modifies the list, and let me show the slide and then show you the practicals. Now you understood the first one and second one. Let's move to third point now. Pop modifies the list and returns the element that was removed. If we don't provide an index, it deletes and returns the last element. Important, understand the difference. Pop modifies the list and returns the element that was removed. I'm happy. If you don't provide an index, if you don't provide an index to the pop, it simply deletes and returns the last element. Very good. If we do not want the deleted value, use del option or del operator, which deletes the element but does not return anything. There is a difference between del and pop. Pop will return the last element if you don't define the index. Delete will just delete and does not return anything. Okay, now let's go and start a practicals for this one. I'll show you that here. Now I have, let me take a point, let me erase all the drawings, go back to the pointer again. Do not worry, when I say pointer, erase all the boardings and all, that's within the GoToMeeting screen, which is not shared. You cannot see what I'm doing on the GoToMeeting interface control panel. Now I have list here. Lab provides machine learning lab. This will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4. Perfect. What happens here is, I'm asking to delete list of 1. When I say list of 1, this is 0, this is 1. So 1 will be removed and I'll have everything else. See, data science provides, lab is gone. It proved. Now, if I say just this one without mentioning any indices, let's see what happens. It deleted everything, right? This is the importance of how the deleting elements in the list will work. Okay, so do you have any questions on this one? Kavi, is it clear for you?
Yeah, clear. Different.
Perfect,
Del and pop. Yeah.
perfect. That's good. That's good. Now let's go to 66. Here we have list and strings. In the list and strings, what happens is, now let's link our concepts what we learned in list and strings. You know, list is a sequence of values while a string is sequence of characters, right? List is, once again I repeat, guys, focus. List is sequence of values. String is sequence of characters. Are you clear with that? List లో values ఉంటాయి. Strings లో అన్న, how easily can you understand Telugu? I know you're from Tamil. Are you from Chennai or
Yeah, Chennai only. But little bit some words are same only.
most of the
Some
words you
Telugu.
understand? Complex words you
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
understand.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so first let's get the things. I'll highlight it here. So next time when you are referring to the slide, you will also remember this one very properly. Let me highlight this. The only problem is, you are completely fresher. Srija is fresher. Meenu is also fresher. So for you guys to have a comfortable journey, I have to start everything from scratch, like a fresh passed out guy. That is the
Yeah,
reason why
that's
we are taking
school
it
student.
very,
Like school
yeah,
student we are starting.
yeah. That is the reason why I have to cover everything first and then take you there. That's the reason why it's taking really more time than expected, which is fine, but provided if you guys really practice, I would treat that my efforts and my hard work is valued. Without practicing, you will not attain anything.
Yeah, sure.
If you miss one day class also, your subconscious mind tells, oh God, I have missed today's class. Immediately when you take an action of revising that class and making a notes of it, you're on right track. If you don't make a note of the class you have missed for that day, next day you're attending a new class. So indirectly, you're not able to link the concept what been discussed yesterday and what are the concepts discussed today. When the linkage of things breaks, you will slowly lose the love and affection towards the course. When you do that, a lot of stress, anxiety sits on top of your head. That stress and anxiety will not let you move forward. So the only way to solve this issue is every day before you go to bed, at least spend 10 to 15 minutes time. Though you didn't complete the whole class, your subconscious mind tells you, I am proud of you. At least you tried doing something before you're going to bed. At least you try to memorize the slides before you're going to bed. This way, it gives an answer to your thoughts. Is I know this is what is happening. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kavi.
No, much correct only. Continuity will get miss.
Continuity will miss. You
Plus
lose.
interest also it will go
uh,
miss. Yeah.
you lose the interest of the subject.
Yeah.
Okay, and also a lot of
Stress.
other
Tension
things.
will get.
That's perfect. Now, so let's understand what we have been talking. A list is the sequence of values, while a string is sequence of characters. Perfect. But a list of characters is not a string. I repeat, list of characters is never a string. Let me highlight this one in red color. Now, we can convert a string to a list of characters using list function. Okay, once again, guys, understand actually the statement is made perfectly. All you need to do is you need to link that to your concept. A list is the sequence of values. List in list you'll have values. In string you have characters. But list of characters is not a string. We know that. But we can convert a string to a list of characters using a list function. Okay? How is that function works? The list function splits a string into individual letters. If we want to break a long string into words, we can use a split function to create a list of words. Now, let's start doing practicals on this one. You understood list. Simple bhaiya. In list, you'll have values. In string, you'll have characters. But a list of characters is not a string. Try to understand. Sequence of characters వేరు, list of characters వేరు. Sequence of characters is string అంటున్నాం. I don't know how I can tell in Telugu, but hope you'll understand what I'm saying. Um, Sequence of characters is different. List of characters is different. When you say a string is sequence of characters, a list of characters cannot be string. So sequence versus list is the important part here. However, in Python, you can convert a string of characters or a sequence of characters to a list of characters using list function. How does it work? The list function has the capability to split into individual letters. Suppose if we want to break a long string into words, we can use a split function which create a list of words. Perfect. Now let's go and test that. Here I have a string. Now I'm asking to split and I'm asking to print it. When I did this, this long string is broken into list. Okay. If you see earlier, this is one long string, right? This long string is now broken into list. I am learning Python for data science. Perfect. You understood the concept of splitting perfectly. I'm happy and proud of you. Let me move on to next bit. Next bit is we can also split the string on basis of certain characters or substring called as delimiter. It is an optional argument for the split function. Now, let me show you how that works. Erase all the drawings. Take the pointer. Let's say this one. I have a string. I'm asking it to split only am. So what happens? The am will be gone. If you see here, am is gone. I came learning Python at data science journey as a single string came. So this is first list, this is second list, but the am is gone. Perfect. This is what it is. Okay. Now we can join the splits using a join function. Very simple. If you just say delimiter equal to am, you can go and join it. Let me show you that one also. Okay, I'll add a new cell here. In my new cell, I'll say this one, delimiter equal to am, join this delimiter with the sp. What is sp? Sp is I learning. Now see, it came as I am learning Python at data science journey with ANR. So this is how you can work with the various listing and string operations. Now, what it is doing is it is adding the pivot between the words in the list and prints the original string. You may ask me, Amar, that's fine. You asked the delimiter am to join. How the hell did it correctly go and insert it here rather than inserting at the end? That's the magic of it. The magic is it adds the pivot between the words in the list and prints the original one. That's what it is. Are you clear till this point? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, so
Perfect. That's nice. Let's go on to the next one. Now this is the hands-on. Now we have not done any hands-on, so now let's do this one. Define a function with the name string underscore list underscore function that takes an argument, assume as a string, and interchange the first and last letter of each word in the argument and then returns the resulting string. I repeat it. Define a function. Perfect. A function will have a name string list function. It will take an argument. The argument must be a string. Assume it. Interchange the first and last letter of each word in that argument and then returns the resulting string. If I give my name should be considered first letter should become last letter should become first letter, or the first and last letter of each word in the argument must be interchanged. Now, now, what is the hint to do this? The hint will be split the arguments with blank spaces as the pivots and then work upon each element of the list, which is a word, and do the required process. So let's go and understand the code. Guys, I've already been working on Python for last 3 years. So I know everything, but for you to get to my pace, you have to practice a lot. So start practicing it. Now, let's say string S. String S, I'll show one by one. Let me not complicate things. I'll show one by one and then you understand it. Okay. Let me go back to the pointer now. Okay. This is the code boss. And if I say Amarnath, what happened? My first letter A turned as H, last letter H turned as A. The beauty of this is the uppercase A is replaced with uppercase A, the small h is replaced with small h. How did this happen? Let's do that. Okay. Now, let me take my name Amarnath. Okay. I'll add a new cell here. Let me take a new cell and then explain you from there. Now, I'll say split of Amarnath. This is the first step. Okay, let me say s equal to Amarnath. And then I'll say s dot split. What am I splitting with? I'm splitting with, let me use empty space here. 1 second, guys. Okay, now this is perfect. What it has done is, what did I tell you earlier? I told you the split function will split the numbers. Okay. In int, what would we in hint what would we consider? We said split the argument with the blank spaces at the pivots and then work upon each one. Okay. Now let's take I equal to 0 for element in L. Perfect. Length of element is greater than 1. Okay, boss. The first number starts from 0. Very good. Element in L. Okay. When I say element in L, first element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element, seventh element. Sorry, you have 8 elements actually. That's fine. I have missed something in the between. Okay. Now, element in L, you have 8 elements, boss. Perfect. If length of element is greater than 1, is 8 greater than 1? Yes. Now, First equal to element of 0. What is element of 0? Element of 0 is A. Last is equal to element of length of element minus 1. What is length of element? Length of element is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So when I say 7, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A, M, A, R, N, A, T, H. Now, last element is length of element minus 1. So this is the last element. This is the first element. Perfect. Middle equal to element of 1 is to length of element minus 1. Now, what this is 1 is to seventh one, length of element minus 1. Length of element is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. When I say 1 is to 7, it will say it starts from here, takes from here. Perfect. So this things will be considered. That is middle. Now, L of I equal to last plus middle plus first. So last one is H, middle one is this bit comes here, and first one is A. A comes here. That's how H came here, A came here, and your whole replacement 4. This is the approach you need to make when you are writing a program. Always remember, element minus 1 becomes element minus 1 is considered here because in Python the index or indices starts from 0. Okay, clear on this point, Kavi? Any questions?
Yeah, there only I got a doubt, but you told now that one. -1. Element
Perfect.
minus element
That's
minus 1.
that's nice. Thank you so much. Okay. So now let me go back. We have finished this one. Let me go next one. Dictionaries. Guys, we are almost getting there. We'll finish the fundamentals and jump back to the advanced Python. Now, dictionaries. What do you know about dictionaries? Dictionary is nothing much different from list. If you have worked on list, done and dusted, you assume you worked on dictionaries also. Because in the list, indices are integers. But in the dictionary, indices can be of any type. It's like a key mapping to a value. Key value concepts came from Java. They are also worked in Hadoop. They also worked in Spark. Now in machine learning also we'll be dealing with them. So you need to really focus a lot when we work on tuples. Okay. So this bit today we are talking about dictionaries. The only difference between dictionaries and the only difference between dictionaries the only difference between dictionaries and the list is in list the indices are integers, but in dictionary it's like a mapping to a value. Okay, when I say mapping to a value, it means you have a key and that key is mapped to a value. That's the importance of it. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and do one small example here. D is equal to dict print of dictionary. See what happened? It returned this one. Okay, it returned a curly braces. Okay, the reason why it printed the curly braces is it's an empty dictionary. When I say empty dictionary, dict is a function that creates a dictionary. Super. Now let's go back to our PPT. In this one, what we are talking is for adding and accessing the elements, we make use of square brackets. I repeat the statement. For adding and accessing the elements, we make use of square brackets. Perfect. Let's make a dictionary containing a number of coins for each 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, and 10 rupee. What did I tell you here? Boss, please focus, boss. For adding and accessing the elements, we make use of square brackets. Square bracket, square bracket, square bracket, square bracket. So 1 rupee coins are 10, 2 rupee coins are 5, 5 rupee coins are 6, 10 rupee coins are 12. Okay, erase all the drawings now. Let's go back to the pointer. Now, 1 second, guys. Erase all the drawings. Take the pointer. Okay, now, if you see here, I have taken that. Now, let me do print of D. What happens if I do print of D? It gave boss. Now see, earlier it was in square brackets. Now it comes curly brackets, which means dictionaries when returned will be returned in curly braces, but when they are read, they will be read in square brackets. Okay, now here what happens is this is called as keys are strings and values are integers. This is key, which is string. This is value, which is int. This is key, which is string. This is value, which is value. This is string, which is key. This is int, which is value. This is string, which is key. This is int, which is value. Perfect. Now, if I just correlate this with my concept in the PPT, see here. Here are the keys as strings and values as integers, but they can be of any type of their choice. If we print the directory again, we can see the key value pairs. That's what I did here. I did print of D. It gave me key value pairs like this. We can also directly create a dictionary by assigning the value on the go. Now let me try that one also. One is a string, which is a key. Int is a value. 2 is a string, which is a key. Number 2 is a value. 3 is a string, which is a key. 3 is a value. 4 is a string, which is a key, and 4 is a value. Now, if I say D, it said boss 4 1 3 2. Now, here what happens is when I printed D, it may or may not come in an order 1 2 3. In general, what happens is the order of items in the dictionary are unpredictable. Please remember that. The order of items in the dictionary are unpredictable, but that doesn't concern us in any way because the elements in the dictionary are never indexed with the integer indices. I'll go back to my presentation because these points are mentioned in the presentation. Okay, now let's go back. Let's understand this one. The order of items in the dictionary are unpredictable. Perfect. But that doesn't concern us in any way because the elements of a dictionary are never indexed with integer indices. Instead, we use keys to get some values. Are you clear till this point, Kavi? Do you have any questions on it?
Now, what is it? Never indexed with integer indices. Last.
Okay,
Never indexed with integer indices.
1 minute. This is the mathematical zero. Okay, let me erase all the drawings. So this is your mathematical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah,
Now, in Python, what is your index? 0,
0.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is it?
Yeah,
Now, what happens is, here what is he trying to tell you is, the elements of the dictionary are never indexed with the integer indices. In dictionaries, A of 0 is not 1, A of 1 is not 2, A of 2 is not 3. That is what he's trying to tell you there. Instead of that, you need to use keys to get the values. Are you clear now?
okay, okay. So that means there is no index here. 0, 1,
Yeah,
2, 3, there is no
Python
index.
indices doesn't work in dictionaries. That's what you have to remember.
Okay, okay.
Very nice. Thank you. Erase all the drawings. Go back to the pointer. 69 slide. Now let's continue working with dictionaries. Here, dictionaries have a method called get that takes a key and a default values as arguments. I repeat it. Dictionaries have a method called get. This get method will take a key and a default value as arguments. If the key is found in the dictionary, get returns the corresponding value, else returns the default value. This is very, very, very important. Always remember how dictionaries are working. In dictionaries, indices won't work. Dictionaries, when you want to access it, you use square brackets. When the dictionaries are returned, they are written in the curly braces. For two things. Now, a method called get in dictionaries works in such a way it first takes a key and has a default value. The key and value are the arguments. Now, if a key is found in the dictionary, the get returns the corresponding key's value. If the particular key is not found in the dictionary, then it returns the default value. Okay, now let's do a practical for this one. Now, this is my key, this is my value. This is my key, this is my value. Now, I have apple's string. Apple is key, 2 is value. Banana is key, 3 is value. Carrot is key, 12 is value. Adding curly braces. Now, I'm asking my print to dictionary.get oranges of 0. Okay. If oranges is present, it gives the corresponding value of oranges. If orange is not present, it simply gives a value of 0. Okay. Let me show you that. It gives 0. Now, like that, if I say for loop and ask it to print, it prints apple, bananas, carrots because apple is here, banana is here, carrot is here. Super. That's how things works in dictionaries. Let me go back. Are you clear till this point, Kavi? Any questions?
Yes, simple. Okay.
Okay, let's go to 70th slide. 70th slide is a small task. We'll finish the class in 5 minutes because I have scheduled meeting till 7 a.m. only. Okay, now here define a function with the name dict underscore function that takes one argument, assume it as a string, and return dictionary with key as words in the string and values as the number of times those words occurring in the string. Very simple, boss. Return a dictionary with the keys as words. When I say keys as words, it should say how many times the key has came and the value as the number of times the rows occurring in the string. Okay. Now you can assume that string will always have at least one word. Understand the question again. Till this point, we are all clear because we have created many functions, definitions, the initializing the definition and all these things. Now, the output should return a dictionary. A dictionary can be a string with keys as words. Means if your dictionary has 10 words, that are words in the string and value as number of times those words occur in the string. If a letter A occurred 3 times, it should say A3. If B came 1 time, B 1 time, like that. So it will take a dictionary and will consider all the words in the dictionary and count the number of times each word repeated. Okay, now let me go ahead and try that one. This is the function. I'll explain you practically. Give me 1 minute. With this one, we'll conclude today's class. Now, dict underscore function of, I'll say Amarnath. Do you see Amarnath 1 time? Okay. Now, let's break it into pieces and work on it. Ideally, what happens is, let me understand the question correctly. Return a dictionary with keys as words in the string and values as number of times those words occur in the string. Let me take this out. No, it's not defined. Okay, let's understand the code first and then we'll come to this one. So first string is separated by space. Okay, so let's break this one into pieces now. Erase all the drawings. Guys, one thing I can tell you is this is a wrong code actually. The reason why I say wrong code is here what is telling is returns a dictionary with key as words. Key as words mean Amarnath, Amarnath are the words in the string, and the values as the number of times those words occur in the string. AMAR, the word A is occurred 2 times, so it should give A2, M 1 time, R 1 time, T 1 time, H 1 time. That's how it should work. This is not correct. I would say this is wrong. I'll work on this and come back to you. I'll get the correct one and come back to you on this one. Don't worry. So let's stop today's session with this one, and we'll continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow we have 10 more slides to complete. With these 10 more slides, we are going to finish the complete end-to-end Python fundamental basics. I'm proud to tell we have covered each and everything very properly. After this one, we'll jump back to the advanced Python. In advanced Python, we'll learn more about, one second, let me open that. We'll learn more about numpys, pandas, broadcasting numpys, and understanding the data frame objects. What is matplotlib? What is matplotlib pyplot module? So slowly we are getting there, but you need persistence, you need consistency, you have to control your emotions, you have to come out of the anxiety. Don't put anything on your head, offload everything.
It's 7 hours.
Practice as much as you can. Okay, that's all I can say for now, but slowly you guys will get there. Erase all the drawings. Now, any questions till this point?
Okay, Amar.
Any questions till this point?
No, Amar. Okay.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ping me on Slack channel. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.